think you're gonna like what I have in mind. Let me get started. Okay, I'm all done. This is the way it came out. It's hard to convey on camera how mean this engine looks right now. Here's how I have my superchargers set up. I have two superchargers in a compound configuration. And if you're not familiar with what compounding is, whether it's superchargers or turbochargers, let's just say for numbers' sake, each one of these superchargers makes 10 PSI of boost. That means the first supercharger will boost that pressure up from the ambient pressure to 10 PSI, and then the second supercharger will boost that 10 PSI up to 20 PSI, and that's going to be our intake pressure. That's the idea of compounding, and compound turbochargers work the same way. Mostly I've seen them in diesel applications, but I'm assuming you can use them on gas too. I have a fuel pressure reference coming off of the intake manifold here that's pressurizing the fuel tank in relation to how much pressure is in the intake. So what that means is, as the pressure goes up in the intake, our fuel system pressure goes up, and the amount of fuel going in the carburetor increases as the boost increases. Looking at my supercharger pulleys, my pulley ratio is about 5 to 1, which means that for every 1 rotation of the crankshaft, we have 5 rotations of the supercharger impeller. However, if this isn't enough, the way I designed this is to be able to easily switch out the pulleys if I need to, if I decide to speed up those superchargers, maybe double or triple the speed. I got the fuel tank full, the glow plugs are hot. Without further ado, let me get this thing started up and see if it sounds as mean as it looks.